In the spring of 1645, an old warrior sat inside a cave and wrote 21 short lines. A few days later, he died. Those lines would later be known as Dokkōdō, the way of walking alone. They were not poems, not prayers, not advice for ordinary people. They were final instructions. Written by Miyamoto Musashi, undefeated in over 60 duels, master of strategy, artist, philosopher, and warrior who had already accepted death long before it arrived. These words were never meant for crowds. They were meant for those willing to stand alone. This is the story of a young Ronin who found those principles, and how living them nearly destroyed him before they forged him into something unbreakable. Chapter 1. The Cave. Taeshi knelt outside Reigando Cave with dust on his knees and no will left in his chest. 26 years old, no master, no clan, no direction. 3 years earlier, his lord had fallen in battle. The clan collapsed overnight. Some samurai chose ritual death. Others found new masters. Taeshi did neither. He wandered Japan like an unsheathed blade, sharp, dangerous, and purposeless. He came to the cave for one reason: not to learn, not to live, but to die. If he was to die, it would be by the hand of the greatest swordsman who ever lived. For 3 days he waited. No food, little water, only resolve. On the third evening, a frail voice came from inside the cave. "You may enter." Taeshi stood, legs numb, surprised by how weak the voice sounded. Inside, the cave was bare: scrolls, ink, 2 swords, nothing unnecessary. Musashi sat cross-legged, thin, aged, coughing blood into a cloth. But his eyes were sharp enough to cut stone. "You came to ask me to kill you," Musashi said. "Yes." "Why?" "I have no purpose." Musashi was silent. Then he said calmly, "I am dying. I have no strength left for duels." Something collapsed inside Taeshi, but Musashi continued. "I am writing my final teaching, 21 principles, not for comfort, not for crowds, for those who walk alone." He gestured toward a half-written scroll. "If you wish to die, you may leave. If you wish to live without needing a master, stay." "I will not teach you with words," Musashi said. "I will teach you through life." Taeshi bowed. "I will stay." Musashi dipped his brush into ink and wrote the first line. "Accept everything exactly as it is." Chapter 2. Acceptance. "You are at war with reality," Musashi said. "You believe life should have gone differently. That belief is your suffering." Taeshi protested. "I had purpose once." "No," Musashi replied. "You had orders. Purpose is built, not assigned." The test was simple. 7 days, no money, no food, no resistance. Reality will break you until you stop fighting it. Bandits stopped him on the road. Old Taeshi would have drawn steel. Instead, he accepted the moment. "I have nothing," he said calmly. "If you attack, some of you will die. Decide if that is worth it." They let him pass. That night, a merchant offered food and comfort. Taeshi ate only what he needed. Pleasure was not forbidden, but chasing it was weakness. Days later, a former clan brother offered him safety under a new lord. Taeshi felt the pull. But safety was not freedom. "I walk another path," he said. 7 days later, he returned to the cave. Acceptance, he learned, was not surrender. It was clarity. Chapter 3. The Mind. Musashi revealed the next principles. Think lightly of yourself. Detach from desire. Do not regret the past. Taeshi spent a week serving villagers anonymously. No credit, no reward. Each night he released one desire: recognition, comfort, love, revenge, certainty, importance, The final one hurt most, the desire to matter. When he released it, he felt free. Chapter 4. Relationships. Next came the hardest lessons. No jealousy, no clinging, no resentment, no guidance by desire. Taishi returned to his former lands. He saw others living the life he lost. Jealousy arose and passed. He saw the woman he almost married, now with another man. Pain arose and softened. Former comrades accused him of abandoning them. "I chose differently," he said. "That is not betrayal." That night, temptation came. He felt desire, but did not obey it. Desire was an experience, not a commander. Chapter 5. Detachment. Musashi's next command stripped everything away. "Give up all you own except your swords, then survive alone in the mountains for 30 days. Taishi burned keepsakes, left charms at graves, walked into the wilderness with nothing. Hunger, cold, illness, discomfort became sensation, not suffering. When he nearly died, he did not panic. Even life and death held no preference. He survived, and returned empty-handed and free. Chapter 6. The Way. Musashi was fading. "These last principles are lived, not taught," he whispered. Question tradition. Carry only what is useful. Do not fear death. Do not hoard for old age. Respect gods without dependence. Preserve honor above the body. Never stray from your path. That night, Musashi died peacefully. Chapter 7. Years later. Taishi walked alone for decades. He helped villages, protected travelers, trained those who asked. He owned nothing, feared nothing, expected nothing. When asked why he walked alone, he said, "Alone is not lonely. Alone is free." When a young ronin begged for teaching, Taishi said, "I cannot teach you, but I can test you." And he drew the first character in the dirt. Accept everything exactly as it is. Final truth. Years later, as an old man, a student asked, "Which principle matters most?" Taishi answered, "Do not fear death." Fear of death creates attachment. Attachment creates compromise. Compromise destroys honor. When you accept death fully, nothing can control you. That is the way. Not comfort, not safety, freedom. The cave is empty. The master is gone. The scroll is complete. The path remains. Walk it.